All right, what is going on in Colorado with Deion Sanders' team? 23 guys now entering the transfer portal following Saturday's spring game for the Buffaloes that drew in 47,000 fans despite it being cold and snowy conditions. The hype train is real. We know Deion brings the hype train, but is this a negative reflection on him as a head coach? Some of the stories really aren't that great. Now, we knew Deion was going to come in, try and change the culture. Let's be honest, Colorado, one of the worst programs in the country the last two seasons, just 1-11 last year. But I think he might be going a little bit too far. It seems like he's been honestly just kind of a dick. You can't be a dick to people. I mean, you can, but it's just not a good reflection on him. He kind of burned the entire bridge of anyone who was on that 1-11 team. But I mean, I get it. How good could they possibly be? They went 1-11 for a reason, but it just feels wrong, man. And college sports is all about relationships and relationship building. How else are you going to get guys to commit into your program? Now, he's doing a fine job getting in recruits and getting in transfers, but the Buffaloes are down to just 16 scholarship players from last season's team. That's ridiculous. They have 83 scholarships. They only have 16 guys left. So we're talking about a complete roster overhaul and some guys, not great stories. I'm going to go through, break down some of these, what guys are saying, what does this mean moving forward for Deion and the Colorado Buffaloes. But if you could first drop a quick like on this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. New videos every single weekday. But let's get into it. All right, so all the hype, all the noise has been there since Deion Sanders has been announced as the new head coach at the University of Colorado. And honestly, it really came to a culmination on Saturday when they had 47,000 fans at their spring game. The hype train is real. Could the Buffaloes do a quick turnaround? Deion, we know about Deion. Deion, one of the greatest football players ever to play the game, and has had some good success at Jackson State, brought in some good top-tier recruits, was pretty good, was 27-6 overall, only lost 2 conference games, but of course it was both conference championship games he lost. So he hasn't been good in big spots here, let's be honest, Deion. It's a little bit different doing what you're doing. You know, you're in the HBCU conference. It's different. You're in Division I Pac-12 football now. This is not the same. Some of those guys you brought in that you think are good because they buy into your culture really can't hold water to some of these other guys. Now, obviously, the top recruits you're bringing in, guys like Hunter, yeah, he was the #1 recruit in the class 3 years ago now, I think. So it makes sense that, yeah, guys like that are going to play. But some of these other guys, man, I don't know. I just don't think he gave anybody a fair shot. He was burning the bridges, wanted to purge the culture. It's not all these kids' faults that they went 1-11 last season. I mean, terrible coaching, terrible teams. There was just a lot going on. But some of the stories are not great. Guys talking about how as soon as they got there, none of the new coaches would talk to them. None of them would even care about the guys. They would go way easier on all the new transfers coming in or the recruits that they just signed and just keep killing the old guys in film. Just keep honking at them, keep barking at them, killing them in film. Now, maybe they're doing terrible, but they felt like Deion didn't even build any relationships with these guys. Wouldn't say hi to guys in the hallway. They're saying he didn't even know half the guys he cut. Deion essentially just cut people like his old school high school football saying, hit the transfer portal, you're done here essentially. And some guys even did all the right stuff. He said, you did all the right stuff for us, but you should hit the transfer portal. He's really trying to purge this roster. He said he would, but man, you got to show some level of respect to the guys. There's some good foundational pieces. Some loyalty should be rewarded here. And it's just like, screw it. I hate all these people. They're dog shit. I want a complete new team, which is not the best way to go about it. I mean, they just lost their #1 receiver over some jersey mishap. Leading receiver on the team last year had a $180 in the spring game and 2 touchdowns, and they're shipping him out because of they want to give a new recruit the jersey number he asked for. Like, you got to have some guys to keep some sort of semblance of a team here, some veteran leadership, and this man is a very good receiver, looking at other schools like Auburn and stuff like that. So I just think Deion is going a little too far with all this. He's burned all the bridges. He's purged the roster. Now, of course, Deion went on Twitter, and he's going on Pat McAfee. He's talking to everybody. He's defending himself. He's saying guys don't want to work. They just want the results. I don't know about all that. I think Prime just wants it his way or the highway, and we'll see how it plays out. This is a completely different beast that Deion is stepping into. Division I college football is no joke. Say what you want about the Pac-12. It may not be the best conference. It's still top tier, elite guys with elite coaches. So he might be in for a rude awakening, and this may not be smooth sailing. The rumor is he's waiting to parlay this job into one of the elite top tier jobs. I'm looking at the state of Texas. I'm looking in the state of Florida. Some of those top tier elite jobs he wants to get, and this is just his stepping stone. But man, if you do bad here, teams are going to be very hesitant to bring you on because it is a whole different animal here. And I hope he knows what he's doing. I like Deion. I'm personally rooting for Deion to be successful, but this just whole situation rubs me the wrong way. Now, it's a little bit of what he said, she said, but I tend to believe the players when they've been corroborated. Like they have 5 or 6 different guys with these same stories saying, he was honest up front about it, and we've seen that video where he says, you're going to have to work. This is a change culture, and he just pretty much burned the guys that ended up staying, that they wanted to work with him. They wanted to play for Colorado. They made it all the way to the spring game, and now he's cutting guys, telling them, hit the portal. We don't want you. It's kind of messed up, man. You got 83 scholarships on there. Guys bust their ass for those scholarships. You need some depth. You need some familiarity. I don't love it all, but hey, we'll see where it plays out. They got TCU week 1, defending Big 12 champions, national runner-up. So this could be a tall task and a very rude awakening for the Buffaloes week 1. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is Deion going too far with this, or is he right to totally clean house? These guys are bad. He's got to reset the culture, just totally clean house, fire everybody essentially. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, live stream this Thursday. Tomorrow, the NFL draft will be live streaming the entire first round. Starts at about 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, 5 o'clock on the West Coast. Should be a lot of fun. Watch me react to all the picks, breaking down the picks, giving my personal analysis. It'll be a lot of fun, so be sure to check that out tomorrow night. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.